Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, I made a video, I believe earlier this week in terms of Vivopower International. Now, I had to take that video down because I had some background music which I was not able to keep in the video for copyright issues. So I'm recreating another video for the exact same thing. Now, in my last video, I let you guys know that I picked up some Vivopower shares, just around $6.85 per share. If we go back here, let's see the last 5 days. So early in the week, as I said, Vivopower was trading very low. So on the rise, I picked up some shares just around here. Okay. So since then, we can see that the stock went on a pretty small run up to $7.80 at one point before having a small pullback. Now, because I was just testing out Vivopower, because I have been doing a lot of swing trades on it. Now, I did some trades, I should say, like earlier in October. I picked up some in the low $8.50. And then I did a swing that was pretty awesome for me, just around $18.80. I made a small profit because I was just testing the waters with Vivopower. Now, I decided after doing some research that it is a good pickup for me to go long term. So I went ahead earlier this week because I had an alert set up in my screen. As you notice, guys, these yellow bars here, these are kind of alerts that I have set up. So if I'm thinking of purchasing a stock, I create some alerts and I set it to if the stock goes over this price or if it drops below this price, then it will give me an alert, for example, to buy or to sell. For example, if you click on this alert, you can see, let's see if it's still active. Okay. And you can see here I have an alert and that says if the price drop below $6.42 to alert me so I know I can go in and buy. The alert is good for 1 year from now until December 2021. So that's how I keep track of some of the stocks that I'm looking at, some of the stocks that I'm actually planning to buy, planning to sell. It works both ways. Now, if I'm doing day trading as well, the only issue with the alerts, it's not instant. It may be delayed by a few seconds, maybe 20 or 30 seconds. So if it's something that you're planning to buy, it's not a big deal if the bounce back is not too fast. But if it's something you're trying to sell, 10 to 15 seconds could make a huge difference. But as usual, it still helps you out somewhat. So I'm appreciative of the feature. Now, as you can see, as I said back here, with Vivopower International, I plan to go in if the stock drops below $6.42. That was my mark. I have been watching it from earlier. I think the Thursday before this week, and I saw it was trading in the $7 and $8 per share. So I wanted to drop a little bit more. So long story short, I get my shares around $6.85. I think the average around $6.85. So in the last 2 days, I could see that the stock, it did went up to at least $7.85 at one point. I would say $7.80 at one point. So I decided to, you know what? I put a stop loss on it. So I sold just around $7.65. Now for today, the great news is the stock is trading low again. So it's 3:30 right now. I'm trying to see if it could drops below on like $7 per share, but I do have an intention. Let's see here. Let me just put this alert here because I'm trying to see if it could break $7 per share, then definitely I will go in. And I normally like to put a note by if drop below. And I put a note in just to remind myself. So if it drops below $7 per share before 4 o'clock, then I'll go in and buy. If it comes to 350 and if it's cutting it close, I'll just buy this on the stock anyway because I'm planning to go long term. Now, for any of you guys that's not familiar with Vivopower, it's an awesome company. It's not a bad company for you guys to invest in for the long term, as we know that most of the future that we're looking at right now, everyone is trying to go green. Everyone trying to have some kind of clean air solution to make sure that our future generations have a better world pretty much to live in. Now, the good thing about Vivopower is the company is in a few different areas, which I like personally because I'm a big investor in mining stocks as well. So when I see this, it clicks to me right away because I understand that some of the challenges that those guys have normally is to do with like clean air or clean air solution. Now, as we know that Vivopower, they're into electric vehicles. So basically they design and develop customized electric vehicles for rugged application, meaning that vehicles that you use in mining, construction, whether it's underground digging, stuff like that. So basically, traditionally it's more diesel vehicles. So it's a huge potential for this in this industry for health and safety issues for workers that's working on the ground for months and months and months. This will make it a safer place for them to work. And as we know it, everyone is trying to make sure that employees have a safe place or a safe space to complete their work. Now, the next thing that they're into as well, they're into critical power. So basically, for any kind of service, for consumer services and products that a customer will have in their possession, whether it's home, commercial, whatever it is. And for sure, a big thing what I like about these guys is that they're in solar energy. So they're installing solar panels for residential and for commercials. I read somewhere that they're doing a lot of contracts for banks, schools, and stuff like that. And of course, everyone wants to get into battery, right? Every company you're looking at right now with Tesla, they're trying to save as much or to make their batteries as strong as possible to go as further and further ranges. If you look at Neo, if you look at Xpeng, all those guys, they're trying to make sure that a battery can resist, right? So these guys are heavily invested in their battery storage technology. So it's another area. So when I look at these guys' stock right away, to me personally, is I look at, hey, these guys are into making electric vehicles. For mostly for miners right now. But eventually, if you think about the big pictures, construction guys is the next key because these guys use a ton of diesel in these heavy machineries that they're using. It's going to take time for sure because these guys are invested in these machineries, and these machineries could last a very long time. Now, I'm not sure if in the future what they will eventually do. Like for example, construction, they can convert some of those machinery overs, same as though they can convert some of these cars over to pure electric. So I'm not sure in terms of the cost effectiveness if it will be a direction that they will go. But I know for sure that Vivopower International is a great company for you to look at. As I said, these guys are into electric vehicles. So if you're investing in this one stock, you know for sure. For example, look at the market right now. If you're investing in Blink Charging, you're investing in a Blink Charging station company. If you're investing in Tesla, you invested in Tesla, you invested in tech, and you invested in battery, you invested in different things. And if you look at Neo as well, they're trying to copy the same kind of footprint. You can't just be in one thing. For example, Neo is an electric vehicle. They're in a battery and services, and they're into different type of stuff. So you got to have something else that the customer wants. So this is why I think these guys would be a huge hit for the future. Again, they're in electric vehicles for construction mining companies, and they're in your regular household products, whatever it is for critical power. They're into solar, like solar energy to install on those solar's roof. You can see on some of the houses, schools, banks, government businesses, and of course with their battery tech technology. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been watching, as I said, I made a trade in the last month, which was very successful. You can see all these reminders I have here is because I was doing trade on the stock. So I entered in these guys in the low eights, and I was able to make $10 per share on my exit strategy. Now it comes back to this time again. We can see that the stock is trading relatively cheap again in the same kind of footprint. It's now $7.13, but I did place an order in the last few days just below $7, like $6.85 around that mark. Now I did sell at $7 in between $7.70 on the stop loss. So if you guys want to go on the same journey, I'm buying in back today if it drops below $7 per share. Or if it doesn't drop and if it stays in the price range, right now my target is from $7 to $7.25. So if the time comes and if it's still trading in that window, then definitely I'm going to pick back my shares up and planning to keep these guys for at least 3 to 6 months to see where it could take me. Again, for me personally, this is a decision that I can do because, as I said, I've made a small profit twice by trading this stock. So I know for sure when I'm going in right now, I won't be losing. If worst case scenario, if it starts to drop, I have a longer time I could wait. There's more patience on my end because I already made $10 per share previously, and I went in and I made at least 60 to 80 cents per share again. So I have a window right now. If I go in at $7 or 7.20 per share, even if the stock drops to 60 cents, I'm still okay because again, I made those profits. But for you that's going in right now, make sure that you have a plan, make sure you have a time frame that you're thinking. Now the price is dropping 7.10, so I'm keeping a keen eye on this guy right now. So if you guys are going in, make sure that you have some kind of assurance of where you want to enter in, right? Because you got to be patient, guys. It's not a get rich quick scheme right away. It takes time. So if you want to be in this stock, it's a great opportunity for anyone that's looking to make some money in the long end of things. Again, if you look at the charts right now, I've been following the chart in the last few days, as you can see. So back here, I see here, right? I can see the same kind of movements if I look. Let's bring this back down here to a minute. Let's bring this out. Bring this out so it's more clear for us to see on the screen. Perfect. So you can see right here was back and the perfect. Where is it? Around here. Okay. So around $6.50. This was my original two alerts I have set up. One I have set up that says 642, and then the other alerts I have set up as a 653. So in that range, I know for sure if it drops below 7 to look for it to come down. And it's the same thing what I do, guys. If I want to buy something, I put an alerts up here that says, hey, right here, if it crosses here, if it crosses $7.92, look at the momentum to see where the stock is going. But I'm using the Bollinger Bonds right now. If you have the platform, I'm not sure what platform you're using, but there's different tools I can use for like the simple moving averages, the like price average and stuff like that. But I've noticed each time it touches the lower band, it always sprung back up very relatively in the same pattern, right? So for today, let's just go here today. Let's look in the, he hates the minutes. Okay, so I'm looking right here. Let's go 30 minutes so the screen could look much clearer for you guys here. Okay, so the time now is 3:40. Okay, so we can see here, if we go back, let's go a few seconds here out. So at 10:15 this morning, and we can see, let's make this a little bit up here. So right here. Okay, so this is what I'm guiding at basically. And the lower band was around 710, 715. So I knew it's going to touch back at some point. Now, don't take too long to go in this stock. If it drops 7, if you're going in, you could try to catch it at 680. As I said, I got it originally first around 680. I've saw it go as low as 642 per share, but I've also seen it goes to $24 per share as well, guys. So we can't predict how far it will drop, right? Because right now it's using momentums. But for me personally, I'm looking at the long run for this stock, and I do think it will cross that $20 per share again in the near future. Now, whether it's for a month, whether it's for 6 months, I'm not sure. But right now I'm going in because I've made too quick profit on this stock right now. So I went in big when I made that profit at 850 and I sell just over 18. So I could have hold out and try to get 24 at that time, which I regret. But again, I made a profit. I made $10 per share profit. That was my plan going in. So when it gets to 1850, my trigger, it ought to sell, because that was my sell price at 1850. No, unfortunately, it did goes to $24 and up. But the good news is I catch it back in the low price right now. So I'm going to take advantage of what it is. Now, it's a similar play I did, guys, for Blink. I catch Blink in the low $3 per share. And the first rise up to $14, that was my goal. So I did sell at that price, and I went back in just around $6.80 again. And I kept selling and coming out, and keep buying back the shares at a lower price until I have a lot of shares in my possession. So it's a similar plan I'm doing for these guys right now. If it works out to be good for me, then that's great personally. Again, guys, do some research to make sure that it's something that you want to do. But as you can see from this morning, it opens up high and slowly comes down. You can see it opens up just around uh, $7.40. We can see at this time. What time was this? This was 7:34. So I guess it's open up just around. Yep, 7:44. Okay, so that's good. So it opened up around 7:44, and goes up as high as you can see over 750, around 780. But then you can see people start selling, so it comes all the way back down into $7.20. You see a few people start buying, selling, buying, selling, selling, buying. So you can see the pattern, what's going on here. So again, if you're into this stock, that's great. I'm excited to see what it will looks like in the long run. But for right now, I'm going to hold on and buy anywhere between 7 to 720. If we look back here for 2020, back in January, this stock was very, very cheap. Not just a few, like $1 or so, right? $1.20 could give you a lot of shares back then. But unfortunately, we weren't aware of the stock at that point. And now that we're aware of the stock, we have to buy at the price which the market is trading at right now. No, it could go back to this price. Nothing is impossible, but that is very high unlikely. As I said before, guys, we see there's a few selling and buying here. We see a huge buying and selling demand right around here in August, and it spikes it up to like $13, but then there's a huge pullback, and this is where I start to say, okay, maybe I'll take a chance at this point because I missed out on this run here, right? This $2 all the way up to 14, which would be very great, but then I was able to get it back just around here, right? And the second wave, and I was able to cash out just before it peaks over, right? So now I'm in the second wave right now, the third wave right now. I didn't buy in the $5 and $6 per share, which is a great opportunity because I didn't know the direction that it was going. But right now I'm thinking, okay, you know what? You have a huge potential to do the same thing. We can see early in November, you tested the $10, $12 range again before pulling back down. You can see everyone selling off, going to $6.42. So I'm expecting at some point to get to at least $10 and then try to break $20 per share again. Guys, if you're watching this video, please consider doing some research in this company. It's called Vivopower. It's a company that's based in Australia. They do have operations all over the world. They have operation in US. They have operation in Canada, operation in Europe, the UK, and obviously in Australia. So again, it's a good company for you guys to take a look at. And what I always tell people as well, if you want to look, you can go on their website. You can try to see as much information as they have here. It's called Vivopower. Go to the company resources, read everything, their case studies, whatever they're doing. See, as you can see, I say here, they have solar panel. They're into critical power battery tech. You can see all the good stuff, what they're doing here. You can do some research, get some more information. If you want to contact the company to find out more information as an investor, definitely can do so. Depends on the broker that you're using. And here you go right here, guys. So in Europe, you have Vivopower International, you have Vivopower USA, Vivopower Canada, and you can see here all these places here. So it is a company that have a lot of good future potential and money to be made. So if you guys are in the market, then definitely I would consider investing in this company. As you can see for the day, guys, it went up as high as $7.50 per share. And then we can see right now it's trading just around $7.09. Now, again, yesterday went up as high as 780, but I'm keeping my eye on it. Now, I missed out to get it in the 688 again, but I'm hoping it could break that price again. If not, I'm tempting to go in anywhere from $7 to $7.20 per share. Again, guys, so what I'm saying in shorting right here, again, I'm having some issues with my camera. This is the reason why I haven't updated in the videos lately. I placed an order on Amazon. It's taking longer than usual to receive it. It's now going into its second week. Unfortunately, with the lockdown in Toronto, I don't really have any options to go to much store other than Best Buy, but the price I saw on Amazon was pretty good. So here it is. The company name is Vivopower. You guys could do some research to make sure it's something that you'd like to get involved with. If you guys like what you hear, please leave a comment, please like, please share, and definitely please subscribe. The subscription help us to continue building more content to get better at this thing. It helps with our motivation. And as usual, guys, we're sharing information. You can share information. It's an information technology world these days. So until next time, peace out, and thank you for coming to our channel, and look forward for more videos to come out once my camera is in. All right, peace out.